Dad, your face is glowing.
Thanks, girl.
What you do? What's your routine? What you do?
My routine consists of every morning, every nighttime before I go to bed is a cleanser, a toner, a exfoliant, sunscreen, and my D's Cosmetic Rosary Oil.
And like, how long do that take you? Like in the morning time and at night?
It really don't take me a long time. It take me probably like 10 minutes tops.
10 minutes tops to look like this.
Yes.
Take notes. How you doing today? How you feeling?
Good. I'm feeling good. What about you?
Cannot complain, just keep it one day at a time.
Right.
Another day, another dollar. For sure. It's episode 7. We made it, y'all. We made it to episode 7. This is the last episode for Listen to the Ladies Talk, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And I just want to thank you guys, everyone up to this point who has been supporting me and the gang and just, keep it going. We got Donquel on the show today. Donquel does many things, so just tell them a little bit about yourself.
My name is Donquel. I'm from Mobile, Alabama. I'm 20 years old, and I'm an entrepreneur. I also have my own skincare line and clothing brand.
Give me your Instagram names.
My Instagram clothing brand is exclusive, and then for my skincare is Face It Beauty.
Face It Beauty. Now, I am a personal testimony of Face It Beauty. When I tell you that she knows what she's doing. She knows what she's doing.
Thank you.
I don't even play about nobody touching my face like that. Like, I'm real picky who do my hair, who do my lashes. I have one person per service, and she is the only one.
Thank you, girl.
Give your flowers while you got them, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so let's get into first of all, where you see yourself in 5 years?
Well, I see myself in 5 years really just being successful in both of my business and having my own salon and teaching others how to do facials.
That's real. So when you was growing up, did you see yourself where you are today?
Yes, I always been myself, seeing myself to be successful. Like, I always been a hustler.
So you didn't know no matter what it was, you're going to be straight.
Right.
That's how I feel. Like, I never thought I'd see myself doing podcasts or whatever the case may be growing up. I probably, around this time, every year, I'll be thinking I'll be making clothes
Really,
making
y'all?
Clothes. I was making clothes for my teddy bears and my dolls and stuff. I'll find little claws,
Really?
get a little sewing kit, and I just go crazy. And then I kind of grew out of that. So I've never been just to one thing. I always just be everywhere with this shit. So we gonna see where I see myself in 5 years. Maybe might not even be just doing podcasts. Might be on something big,
Right.
Just make sure
might
y'all
branch off and do something different.
For sure. And I think that's real. You just keep that positivity in your head. Whatever I do, it's going to be lit. I'm going to be straight. We're going to be successful. Keep it going.
Right.
That's real. So how do you plan on where you want to be? How do you plan on getting there? How do you plan on taking your businesses to the next level to get to where you want to see in 5 years?
Really just a lot of hard work and dedication, for real, being consistent. I'm very firm on my goals. And every goal I write down, I try to get them done.
That's real.
Every day I try to do something different with my business.
When you start the month out, you go ahead and get your goals and stuff done for the month.
Right.
You do a short term.
Exactly. I do weekly goals, monthly goals, yearly goals.
That's real. I think it's best we start somewhere and just get it done. For the month, go ahead and what you got to do it about a week. Because, sometimes things change. So about a week, you just go ahead and put your stuff in for the week. And over time, building up that consistency and they're just discipline for getting it done. You writing it down, getting it done, start it over, get it done.
Right. You just got to take it one day at a time, for real.
Definitely. So how do you separate your personal from the business?
My personal and my business, I'm still working on that. Honestly, I just try to I'm learning now and working on getting more organized. Monday through Friday strictly with my business, and then weekends strictly family time.
That's real. So Monday through Friday is a certain time throughout those days, before 5 you done, or you just work whenever you got time?
Just work whenever I got time, really. Since I have 2 business, I try to organize the 2, Monday through Wednesday, strictly on skincare, my facial business, studying for that. And then, for the rest of the days, doing it on exclusive. It's hard though, I'm trying to tell you.
It really is. I can imagine so when you feel your personal life is kind of interrupted, and what you do to separate, to just get right back on track. Okay, let's not focus on that right now. Let me just get this out the way. Or do you sometimes take a break if you feel like it's necessary?
Yes, definitely. I'm big on I would definitely take a break if I just feel like I'm getting too overwhelmed and just stuff just out of place. I try to take a break and just really just sit down and try to put stuff in order. Right.
Yeah, that's real. Make sure y'all take notes on that, because don't overwork yourself. You're not a robot.
Do not
you're
overwork
not an
yourself,
autopilot.
man.
Just, take it a breeze, man. Because it's been a couple of times where I just be like, you know what, I gotta keep going.
Mm-mm.
And I'm like an Energizer bunny.
Right.
And then next thing you know, the bunny that don't die, I definitely like crash out because I'm not the Energizer bunny. So you gotta just make sure you take care of yourself at the end of the day because you're gonna overwork yourself and then next thing you know, your brain gonna blow up.
Right.
That's how I look at it. Like Futurama, the little, what's his name? Little robot, little horny robot.
Yeah.
That's how I be feeling though. I be like, just gotta go.
Man, health is wealth, man. You gotta sit down.
So, differentiating red flags and green flags, you know that's real popular on social media right now. So, what goes off in your head when you see like a red flag?
What goes off in my head? Honestly, I'm gonna be real. Like, I'm a person that I try to get the benefit of the doubt. So, like,
right.
I can see 50 red flags. I'm gonna be honest though. Like, I can see 50 red flags and just try to be like, nah, you ain't mean that. Or, nah, you ain't meant to do. You feel me? Like,
you just want to make, you just want to get the benefit of the doubt.
Right. I'm big on it. Like,
I feel that. So how many times has that like gotten you into some bad situations? Like, man, I done seen this coming, and then they beat me on that. Like, how many? Like, can you count on your hands, or just like?
Yeah, I probably can count on my hands probably a couple times. Like,
gee, you hurt you
like,
bad.
Yeah, right. Like, I already knew this was coming. Like, I saw this, but I still like try to give you the benefit of the doubt. So,
right.
But you know, you still be hurt at the end of the day.
Gotta learn from it too.
Yeah, everything be lessons.
So what about green flags? What go off in your head when you see a green flag? Do you feel like you be naive about it? Like, nah, this can't be real. Or do you accept it for what it is and just keep going?
Definitely naive. Like, I might be like, you know how it is. Like, might be too good to be true. Like, I don't know. Like,
right. I feel that. It's hard. Sometimes you want to accept the red flags because you see it.
Yeah, right.
You see it, but you see the green flag.
You be kind of scared. Like,
this can't be real.
What you say?
Maybe I hit my head. Maybe I don't know. Yeah, I feel that for sure. So has there ever been a time when you like confused the two?
Definitely confused the two all the time. I mean, like, this is reality. Like, when you really can have love for someone, you gonna confuse the two. You know what I'm saying? Because like, love is blind for real. Like, you won't even feel like you see no red flag. You mistaking them for green flag.
Right.
Like,
and overlooking them.
Right.
So the point, you don't even see it. You don't even feel it.
It's just life for real.
So let's get into Face It Beauty.
Okay.
How did this come about? Like, what made you just be like, you know what? I want to take care of people.
Okay, so in high school, like, I always was like interested in my own skin. Like, I was big on it. Like, so like my 12th grade year, I just started doing all the research on skin, like different skincare products, the ingredients, just everything. And then I had took like a CNA class my 12th grade year. And it was like CNA, you know, just number girls. So we used to always talk about skincare up and down. So my friend just was like, you should start you a business. But, you know, I was like, maybe I should, like, after I graduate high school, I was like, maybe I should, you know, and I just took it into consideration and just actually, you know, stepped out on faith and did it.
That's real. So, like, so you taking care of your face first. And that's what kind of made you be
like, I was big on skincare. Like, I was one of the, like, people in high school, like, you know, I had a skincare routine. Like, I was on top of, like, drinking, like, a gallon of water a day. Yeah, just stuff like that. Yes, like.
I was inconsistent.
I was big on that. Like, I hated acne, honestly. I hated it.
That's what got me on my feet, though. Because what it really, my mom and them, they'd be like, oh, you can have a little Sprite. Because she always had some type of soda at the house. She used to love to make, like, some juice and put the Sprite with her juice and just make it a little extra. So that became one of my bad habits. And it didn't help that I was running track, working out, and just sweat building up.
Oh, yeah, right.
It didn't help at all. So it really kind of hit reality when I was like, you know what? It was more of a routine for my face to break out than it being clear.
Right.
So I really feel that when you was like, I'm big on that. Because that matter.
Got to be.
When you feel good, you look good.
Right. That's the first thing people look at, man. Like,
it's your face.
Right.
And I'm like, wait a minute, what that is? That little, nope, it's a beauty mark. No, that ain't a beauty mark. That's built up dirt. That's not no beauty mark. So you went to school when you started going to school? Like, when you started going to school for this?
I started going to school, my first day was March 17, 2020.
You planning on going back to school to finish anything or add something to the plate?
Nah, like, honestly, I'm gonna be real. Like, I was never big on school, so I was big on, like, so I was like strong. I feel strong about if I'm gonna go to college, it's gonna be something I see myself, you know, being a career in. Like, it's gonna be something that I really love to do. I'm not gonna go to college for no reason, just spending unnecessary money.
Right.
So, you know,
you don't feel like you want to do nothing else right now.
Nah,
I feel that. So, how was school? Going through school, like, give us like a little overview of how you feel about school.
School was great for real. Like, I enjoyed school every day, honestly. Like,
because you knew it was something you wanted to do.
Yeah, like, so it was nothing like, dang, I got to go to school. Like, I really enjoyed school every day. Like, the new learning, everything I learned new, like, I enjoyed it.
That's kind of how I be feeling at school now. I'm like, now that I picked the correct major for me, now I feel like, okay, y'all, school, this
Right,
is
like
not
you ain't
bad.
wasting your time. Like you actually finna make a career out of this, so it ain't
I can
time
survive.
wasting. Right.
So what about the down parts of school where you feel like you was down in the trenches about it? How did you get through those gray areas?
I mean, like, I wouldn't even say that I really had no down moments in school. Like, cause really, like, I went to school for like 11 months. So I just knew, like, it was, don't get me wrong now, it was plenty of days, like, I just was like, I don't even know, like, if I want to do this no more. Or like, you know, having those thoughts
those
like that.
Thoughts.
But I just pushed through it for real, honestly, because I just knew I had to do what I had to do.
That's real. That's kind of what it is just about for anything. Like, if you notice what you want to do, you notice what you got to do to do what you want to do, you got to just push through.
There ain't no reason to complain about it. Like, just get it done.
That's how I be feeling. Like, in my head, I might complain a little bit, but I still get it done. Like, I'm like, what else am I going to do? Honestly, like, I'm just going to drop out and then what? And people be thinking about ways of like, oh, you don't always have to go to school for everything, and you don't. But fact that I'm already in school and I kind of got this far, you know, why give up when you get so closer to the end?
Exactly.
It's like the 400. Like, get on that last straightaway. Your legs might be dead, and you might, you know, might not got it in you no more, but you got to finish. You got to finish, and that's what it's all about. So, like, on a day-to-day basis for school, how was it for you getting up in the morning, going to class, lunch, stuff like that?
Getting up in the morning was the hardest part. Like, the school that I went to, we had to go by hours. Like, to be an esthetician, you got to have a certain amount of hours. So it was like 6 hours a day or sometimes 8 hours a day. So that was like really my biggest like thing. Like,
a job, really?
Yeah, like slacking on the hours for real. Like, nah, so my teacher just had a talk with me, was like, you got to get it done. Like, stop playing. Like, come, you know. So I just, you know, go every day. It was fun though. I really met some nice girls there too. Like,
where did you go to school?
Salon 34 Beauty Academy.
Salon 34 Beauty Academy.
Yeah.
You met some nice girls. That's always fun.
Definitely did.
I like doing stuff and meeting and networking and didn't even really plan to, because you go to school, but when you go somewhere and you kind of like meet some people that kind of like benefit to you.
Right. Kind of like on the same level as you and everything.
Yeah, you find somebody with the same mentality, good headspace. So like your rosary oil.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about that, because I'm also a testimony customer.
Okay.
I use it, give me right. I use it everywhere really, but the face really gets you right. But
you definitely can use it everywhere though.
Yeah,
your hair is that good. That
good. So let's just talk about it a little bit, because I know you don't want to give away too much.
Right.
But like when you first started like researching ingredients and stuff about facials and stuff like that, did you start looking into stuff for like cosmetics as well, or you just like, okay, well, I know you can use this, I know you can use that, so you started using some stuff?
I was always big on, you know, starting my own skincare line anyways. So like before I came out with these cosmetic rosary, I had it like, I think it was like 4 months prior before I came to the media about it, because, you know, I had to test it out, you know, my sister and everything, make sure everything good.
Right.
But I really I didn't even know it was going to be a sellout like that. Like, I just really stepped out on faith, but like, I take my skincare very, very serious.
And it shows. So that first drop, how did you feel? Were you nervous that it was gonna be like a flop, or you just knew like you was gonna sell out?
Yes, because like honestly, I sold out like in an hour. And I was like,
had to be unrealistic. Like,
I was like, huh? It can't be serious. So like, I was real happy. Like,
how many was it? Your first job?
It was like 40 bottles
in an hour, y'all. That's good crack. Good crack sale, man. I'm trying to tell you, man. Like Rick James tell himself, good crack sale.
What you say?
Because I know I was mad I missed it. I think I tried to catch like 3 drops, and every time, sell out.
It was really like that though. Like
every time I was just like, you know what? Let me just wait till it come to me. And then one day I went and got a facial, and I almost forgot. And I was walking out. I was like, you got some oil on you? I need that.
Yeah, like that all be going fast,
I got some too. I got like about this much left. I'll have to re-up soon.
They last long though. It lasts
How much
to me.
Like $20, $25?
Oh, you caught it on $25. See, that's because at first it was like, right, when I first dropped, it was $15. Then I went up, I was like, okay, $20. Now it's $30.
$30 a bottle, y'all. It's worth it. I'm trying to tell you, because that
definitely worth it.
Head toe type, you know, want to put it somewhere, got a little scar somewhere, heal the scar real quick.
That's for sure.
Good stuff, great stuff, authentic, organic. Don't get no better.
Definitely organic.
And that's what we need to like migrate more towards the organic stuff, because as we can tell with like chicken itself, so much steroids and stuff coming from it. Like it's just not healthy no more. Like
I'm big on organic skincare. I just feel like it's just more healthier for the skin anyways. Like,
yeah, definitely take it the organic way. You ain't gotta worry about anything rehabbing on you if it's all natural, plant-based type stuff. So just be safe. Better safe than sorry. So what's new for Face of Beauty? Like, what's new? You gonna add any new services? I know you do the arm pack waxes.
Armpit wax, right?
I say arm pack. Forgive me, y'all.
What you say?
You got the waxes. I know you gonna add anything else to your services?
I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure. I am gonna add some more services to it. Like, I'm still trying to branch off on what I'm gonna add to it and not like that. But you know, like, I know I'm finna start offering one-on-one classes, and I'm doing group classes as well.
That's gonna be lit.
Right.
I know they've been waiting on that.
They've been stressing me on these one-on-one class. Like, they've been stressing me bad, but like, I'm just the type of person, like, I gotta just take my time with everything because my face is over this. So therefore, like, I'm not finna half do it just like, oh, you throwing money at me, so I'm finna do it.
Right.
No, like, if you gonna know when you come to my class, you gonna know everything you need to know.
And then some.
Everything. And
she
some.
Just that type of person.
Right. Right. No.
And that's kind of how you gotta do things now. Like, you just gotta do it with heart and intention and take your time with it.
Gotta take your time, man. You can't just throw nothing out there and just because money out there. No, like, your face over this, like, people like, man, right? And how mobile is, people will talk about you.
And
you feel me?
Be caring. I just don't understand how you not care so much. Like, I care too
what
much
you say.
sometimes.
My face is over my business. I cannot mess that up. I can't mess my reputation up.
That's how I was feeling when I first started doing, like, when I was first thinking about it before I even got started with content. I was like, I don't think I want to be on camera, because I was so big on like not having my face on there, and you know how people can be so biased just by just looking at who is over, like who running, who it is, or they don't know her. Click next, like. I just didn't want my face or nothing to do with that. Like, connected to listen to
I get what you're saying.
And then I just kind of like broke out of it and was like, you know what? Forget whoever might have something to say. Like, it wouldn't feel right with me not being on the show of my show. Like, I'm on camera. I'm gonna be on camera with y'all. We're gonna talk, we're gonna have a conversation, we're gonna have fun. It wouldn't feel right me being behind the camera like a Vlad interview or them other basic interviews. I wanted to make a real live show. So having your face connected to your entity or whatever, just make sure you do everything right, because it's your face and you only got one face, you know.
Right. You gotta guard your reputation with your life. You gotta guard your business with your life. Like,
can't just start over. Like, this is one face, this is what only God got you. Like, you ain't gonna get nothing else from it. So how would you rate yourself on the scale from 1 to 10 with professionalism?
Honestly, broke the scale, of course. Definitely. Like, I'm big on professionalism. Like, I'm big on all that. For sure. So, like, with professionalism, do you feel like other people see that the same way? Definitely do. Like, definitely, like, you came to my place, like, to like just coming in, like the experience, like, you know, the vibe, the energy in it, to the music, to me, you know, greeting you, to me checking up on you, you know, throughout the facial. Like, I'm gonna make sure I get that down. Make sure you
I can't get money well be biased, but she's not lying. She's not lying. So rate yourself as far as like experience. I know you just touched on like when you walked in. So give yourself like a scale from like 1 to 10. Give yourself a rate.
Break the scale again.
Another BMS, y'all.
Definitely.
I vouch on that.
You gonna get that experience. That's what everybody say when they come. Like, the experience good. Like, to everything, like I said, to the vibe, the energy I have setting up in there, you know, you ain't never finna come in my spot and, you know, it's a mess, I'm out of order, or, you know, it's dirt, none of that.
Top tier, man. I'm going in, I'm falling asleep, you know. It's just a good vibe, the music going.
You definitely gonna go to sleep. Like,
definitely gonna get you a nap in. She won't care, and that's the best part about it. They don't be caring.
Just take 1 hour out your day to relax, man. That's all.
So give yourself a rate on your retention of clients on a scale from 1 to 10.
So like, what, getting new clients every day?
Like, just the ones you already got them coming back?
Oh yeah, literally all my clients come back. Like, every single last one. It might be a couple people that ain't come back yet, but I know they gonna come back. You get what I'm saying?
When they need to, right?
So like, my clients usually come back like all the time. They don't do like how I tell them do, like once a month, but they come back. You get what I'm saying?
Right. So like, how often do you get new clients? Like, what's the potential for
every day? Like, my business is really, it's so crazy because I try to be consistent and promote my business every day, but it's just like, I don't know, I do not promote every day, but I'm working on being consistent and posting it every day. Same. But like, my business is really big on word of mouth. So that's really how I got like a lot of of my clients just based off word of mouth, honestly.
Oh, I forgot. I still got one of your old business cards, the clear one.
Really?
Yes, I was gonna bring it and show y'all how far she came. Like, look, y'all, I got the first official
That's
business
crazy.
card. But
That's
yeah,
crazy.
she definitely been growing with it for sure.
Definitely.
For sure. I'm gonna give you some of my business cards.
Okay.
I'm gonna get some new ones. I'm gonna reorganize all that pretty soon. We're gonna get right. So let's rate your rosary oil on a scale to 1 to 10.
Broke the scale.
Upwards, drop the bomb.
And I'm honestly not even saying it because it's like my product or something like that. It's just like
it's facts. Like she's saying it because this is what everybody tell her. Like,
right, like
look at the reviews.
I ain't have not one bad review on my oil yet. Like, and that's just that on that. Like
numbers don't lie now.
Right.
Numbers don't lie. Can't lie. So let's talk about exclusive code. Let's get into that. So how did that come about?
Exclusive, you know what's crazy? Because like I never really even saw myself having a clothing line. Like exclusive was gonna be a hairline. Like I had it all wrote down. Like that was gonna be my hairline name, exclusive. I even got like bundles at my house doing it, but then I don't know. When I actually got the bundles, I was like, this ain't my vision. Like I just don't. Then I just branched off to exclusive. So, but exclusive, like you know. The motto behind that is not available to everybody. And I just feel like that's what type of person I am. I'm exclusive. You feel me? Like I ain't available to everybody. So.
And you are your brand. So yeah, that kind of go hand in hand.
Right.
I can see that. So like when you first started, what was the reason for you to like, okay, to keep going with it? Because you started with the hair bundles, but then you kind of stopped like this ain't it. So that vision you had for the hair, for like the clothing, that was the one?
Definitely was the one. Because like, AJ was too many signs being thrown at me that were like, okay, like, and then my sister and them, they are my biggest supporters. Like, they was coming in to me like, yeah, like, you should do that. Like, one of my sisters, she like real good with like styling and different type of designs and stuff like that.
She draw up you some stuff.
Right. So like, I was like, okay, this the vision for like, just not only me, but for me and my sisters. You get what I'm saying? To bring in.
That's real. Everybody got to be on one sound, one accord, one beat, one sentence, everything on the same.
Right.
So I get the job done. And that's good that your sister's like that too, because sometimes you have family that wouldn't even try to hear you out about what you got going on. They be really trying to see like how they benefit them and stuff.
My sisters, man, they give me business ideas and everything. Like
that's good.
And they ain't even start their own business, but they just be like helping me what's going on. Cause you know, it ain't just me, you know, it's a team thing. You
and
feel me? Like
village. It really do. Like they say it take a village to raise a child, it take a village to raise just about anything. Like,
definitely.
Sometimes you just can't do stuff on your own. I be seeing people like on social media and stuff talking about how, man, I don't need nobody and I could do this on my own, I could do that. Or people who have done it on their own and are successful for it. But I just feel like
a business, I just feel like
you need some help. Like,
you need some help. Like I couldn't even, as far as I am now, I'm honestly, I can't even cap and lie. Like I can't get this far without like my mom and my sister. Like they helped me like a lot with my business. Like, and it ain't even like just, you know, giving me money on no business or this or that or no. It's just like the advice. Like, you know, just being there, listen to me, listen to different ideas that I give them and I throw them. Be 3:00 in the morning, I got an idea. My sister gonna, you know, text me back, answer for me. So
that's how my sister did. That's what more people need. A lot of people ain't familiar with that, and that's why you have, you know, the differences between us and other people. Like some people just don't have that. They don't even understand it. They don't even think it's real. They're like, what is that? It's probably like a foreign language to them. So like, how you feel about restocking and stuff? Like, do you restock often or you don't restock? Like,
I definitely don't restock. Like, my name is exclusive for a reason. So therefore, when I come out with something, it don't matter if I have 25 of these sets, 25 of this set, it will be only 25 people in Mobile or wherever I ship to with them sets on. I would never come out with that set again. Like,
I feel it. Exclusive.
Limited edition. Exclusive.
I like that. I got me a little set. I had me and my homegirl a set. We
the first set. Yeah, the first set that came out.
The first drop. I felt like, I don't know, couldn't nobody tell you nothing. Like, I was like, yeah, exclusive on the ass.
Yeah, them sets did a good deal, man. Them sets did a good deal.
Went crazy. So did you restock them or you just like, I don't know, I'm gonna get a big load and then we gonna nip it like that?
Yeah, I had got a big load of them and then it was just like that.
That's what it is, man. I was like, ooh. My homegirl even was like, woo.
Well, people would text me like, we wear this every day because they were so comfortable. Like the type of material it was, like they just, you know, some chill, throw on
the little stones on there. I still got them. I think I wore like, I wore it so many times, way more than I washed them. And I washed it like 10, 15
What you
times.
say?
So let's just talk about it. The hoodie, I wear that by itself. The pants, I wear that by itself. Put a top on with it. Switch it up. Just in and out. Put it together. Like, it's real. It was real nice. And the material was nice. The inside was soft. You be having some of that stuff that be like bubbling up and stuff. Like,
yeah, 100% kind.
It was real.
Yeah,
it was
for
real for sure. So what's next for this brand? What you got next? Next drop, next lines, next vision, any collabs? Like, what's up? What's next?
A lot of vision with this brand, but like the new drop I try to drop every like once a month. So, you know, right now I'm just working on having like different type of famous people in my reference.
Getting endorsements and stuff.
Definitely.
That's the move. Yeah, I don't remember her name. What you got to wear your fit?
Blazing. I don't know if that's her real name.
But that's how everybody knows.
No, Blazing, definitely. Young boy ex-girlfriend. Yeah, definitely.
That was lit. I seen it. I was like, oh yeah, it's over with. Next level, top tier.
Oh yeah, you did text me. Yeah,
it's
for sure.
over with. Then I really was like, you know what? I think I had already wanted you to come on the show, but it was just perfect timing then. Because I was like, you know what? I'm finna do this breast cancer awareness month. I need women, straight women, entrepreneurship, all month. Even though I only drop like every other week, but you get the vibe.
Right.
Every drop gonna be a boss women on here. And
right.
y'all gonna see what's going on. So outside of everything that you got going on now, like you do any hobbies or any meditating, or like what do you do outside of working?
To be real, my hobbies consist of I go to the gym a lot.
Yeah, to the gym.
Yeah, I definitely go
What
to the
gym.
Planet Fitness.
Okay.
Definitely.
That's not bad.
I read. I do meditate. Definitely meditate.
Any traveling? Like you like to travel a lot, a little bit?
No, not really. But you're gonna get that though.
I would even say in due time.
In due
you
time.
probably just grinding right now.
Definitely.
For sure. So you got any plans on like moving or anything like
definitely.
that?
Like it cannot stop right here. Like the careers that I got anyways, like with my skincare and just doing facials, like it's so many opportunities, like other places, like money wise, just different type of opportunities for me.
Yeah, you don't have to be based in Mobile at all. So like overall, how do you manage like your mental health and all that with everything that you got going on?
My mental health, to be honest, like I'm a real spiritual person. So like I'm big on like if I ever feel like I'm getting depressed, sad, or you know, just overwhelmed, like, you know, I try to give myself a break. And I'm big on meditating too. Meditating really helped me. And like I'm big on just prayer and like, you know.
Prayer works overall.
Definitely works.
Conquers.
Like,
no matter what you're going through.
A lot of people ain't gonna understand it, but like prayer definitely worked for me. Like I don't know how these other people getting through the mental health, but that's what it worked for me.
Gotta believe it.
Right,
gotta believe that you can get through it, achieve it, and take it at that. So like, is your planet, like your planner booklet, is that your best friend?
Definitely. I probably got like 5 different planet booklets. Like every time my sister come in my room, they be like, you stay writing something. Like I'm big on just journaling, like and writing. Like
it helps.
It helps so much.
Retention in the brain, like it's one handwriting and stuff is one.
I be have to cause I'm like big on, I'll end up forgetting something. So if I got an idea at that moment, I'm running to my book. Like
that's how I try to be.
I got so much like knowledge in my books and like different ideas. So like if I'm like while I'm on earth, if I don't finish the task, the books definitely can get passed down to generation to generation.
Legacy just build on up. That's for sure.
It's so many different type of businesses I got run down. Like so much.
That's how I
knowledge.
Like, ooh, let me go ahead and write this down so I'm gonna forget. Or like questions, topics, anything I'm going to talk about. Like, ooh, let me go ahead and write this down for me.
Gotta write it down, man.
I be in the big head and I'm like, man, I ain't gonna forget. And then I get
what you saying?
Set time and be like, okay, sit down, let's do this to the money talk. Open up my notes and be like, dang, I had this 5 topic and it
forgot. You gotta write it down, man.
Mine
be everywhere.
Right. It's papers here, paper there, booklets here, write it on the sticky note, stick it in my phone, set a reminder to have a note written down, like all types of stuff. Right. Just to make sure it don't go nowhere. Because sometimes them topics be so good and I be so mad that I forgot about it because I'm like, dang. And then I get the editing the show and I'm like, that's what I meant to ask her. Right. That's what I meant to ask him.
That'd be the worst, man. Like, now you forget a good idea, but trust me, it'll come back, though. If it's that good, it was meant for you to have it, it'll come back.
And that's why I'm going to do the follow-ups, because I'm going to run it back and be like, okay, y'all, I forgot to ask you this time, but let's go ahead and talk about it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to get right. So, when you say that you got like 5 different planners and stuff like that, that helps. That's like your discipline. That's what keep you like prepared.
Oh, that's definitely, it'll help me with my self-discipline. Like, because I be like I try to be a person that have a routine. So therefore, I try to be the person that wake up at this certain time in the morning time and do this and get this done. So
That's good.
I just try to write down like things I need to get done this week, things I need to do. Like I'm even big on what I'm gonna eat this week. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Things like
just a schedule.
Yeah,
I like
basically
that.
just a schedule.
I believe in systems. Like I feel like the way the world turn around is through a system. Like a system needs to be in place just to get the little things done, you know?
Right.
Like just make sure you put it in place. Okay, to get this done, get that done. Step 1, step 2, step 3.
Right.
Knock it out. It helps. It's just that's part of the robot in me too. Like sometimes I be a little bit too tunnel vision, too robotic. So
Yeah.
like, all right, I'm tripping. Let me go up.
Stressful, man. That is bad. I had my website for probably like, Face It Beauty. I had that website probably for like a year now, and Exclusive probably like a couple months. And I'm still trying to branch off how to edit this and post this and let's jump hard.
What site you use?
For Face It Beauty, it was Wix.
Wix, okay.
And Exclusive, it was Shopify. And Shopify probably was like my hardest one. Wix, I'm learning that. This ain't really hard to me, really.
Wix would be a little more simple than Shopify.
But Shopify,
a lot of people be having like, people have real mentor sessions about Shopify. So I know
they really do though, yeah.
About that.
I had to do a YouTube for like 3 hours just trying to sit and edit this and put these sides on it, and it's a lot with that, man.
I be trying to just get episodes and stuff uploaded on, and I be like, "Ooh,
man, that junk is a process for real." Like,
let it breathe.
That's what you with Shopify?
No, I use Weebly, which is like Wix kind of.
Okay,
but they open up. They had like a little portal that you open it with Square, and then Square. Oh
yeah, that's what I was gonna use too at first, but I ain't know how to work that either.
It was only reason why I kind of had a little help with it because one of my little photography classes I took last spring, they made us use Weebly, but the free version of it, and we were just using Weebly to like upload our assignments and stuff on
right
them. So when I started doing the little website for List of the Money Talk, I was like, well, let me see if I can use Weebly. But then it sent me to Square,
right?
And Square kind of similar. It just got more features and stuff because you pay for it. So
really,
it just
a lot of people was telling me that was a good website.
It is.
I
can't
school
complain.
That was telling me about it.
I can't complain at all. I just wish that I could have like on my logo. You know how people websites have their logo. I don't have my logo. I just got the Square logo on them.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
I don't like, right. But we're gonna always elevate.
Right, definitely. Got to take it a day at a time.
So like, you have a bucket list? Anything you want to do before you die? Keep the bucket.
Definitely. Like, these are the 4 main places I want. I want to go to Dubai, California, Hawaii, and Bora Bora for sure. Like I gotta visit them 4 places like before I die.
What you want to do in Cali? Like you have any big plans, or you just want to?
No, I actually want to live there.
Oh, you want to live in these
Palm
places?
Springs.
Oh, okay.
That's so crazy because that been my goal for like since I've been 6 years old that I wanted to move there. And I'm definitely moving there. I'm definitely moving there. Like literally,
you're gonna get them. I had like a little. I'm gonna get it done. I just don't know when it's gonna happen. But since I was a kid, my dad used to take me to breakfast every morning. We'd be crossing the railroad tracks, and I see so many stray dogs. And I used to just be like, I'm gonna have a kennel growing up. Like I'm gonna grow up and I'm gonna get a kennel. So now it's kind of elevated into something like it's gonna be more like a dog rehabilitation center to where I go pick up stray dogs, rehabilitate them, get them their shots, get caught up on everything.
Okay, so you like to fix animals, clean them up.
Clean them up, and then set them up for adoption. Have somebody come and adopt them and give them a new home.
Yeah.
That's
you
something
big
I
on
really want to do.
animals.
Oh, yes.
Also, if you see a dog get ran over, you gonna cry.
Yeah, I'm gonna cry. I had to drive over this cat one time. I was so sad. The cat was already like smushed. Like you can see the tire in between his body. And that kind of scarred me, man. And I don't know. I think I had to pull over to the side and I just had to get myself together because I was like, man, that cat ain't deserve that, man. Like I just feel big on like anything with a heart that then has to be here and it live and it breathe just like me. I just love it just like it's a human. Like, hey, you didn't have to be here either.
That's about right, though.
I just love it.
That's about right.
And plus we had like my mom and us, we had a couple of dogs down us. So they really kind of strengthened like how to really take care of an animal. Goddamn, like no outside
people don't be out here
dogs.
taking care of these animals.
They don't. They just be having them just say they have them or man, he's my outside dog. He keep us safe. Like, I mean, the dog damn near dead. Like, see rib bones in the cages.
Literally.
You don't love them.
Just feed them anything.
Yeah, just let them have their way outside. You don't show them no attention and stuff. So what legacy you want to leave behind? What legacy would you like for your kids to continue or your grandkids or somebody in the family to like just keep it going? The
businesses I have now and in the business that I branch off and, do in the future. Definitely passing all my business down. And I'm now trying to be, get into stock so I can
How's that going? Because that's another headache.
That's like you definitely you definitely need a mentor for that. Cause like just YouTube and trying to like write down stuff, man. Like
don't be enough.
That's not enough. Like
I ain't
to the
no
shares and
either.
trying to the crypto, all that jazz. It's difficult to me, honestly.
I feel like it'd be difficult if I started. That's why I haven't started.
It's different. Like it's something. It's a process. Like it's a process. But I just honestly feel like that's like really something that you should do. Like for your future. Like that's something. Like.
Yeah, I think it's a good investment for sure.
Stocks is definitely
about it.
Yeah, stocks is definitely a good investment. I don't care what nobody say. Like
you gotta be safe.
And you gotta know what to invest in. Like you can't just invest into anything. Like Tesla, I'm trying to tell you, Tesla. Ooh. That's something that you should invest in.
That's an appreciative car.
Like if you just like I was riding in the city and I saw a car like that, and the car just to me it just looks so weird. Like it's a Charger car. You gotta think about like the average people on the weekend gas. You know what I'm saying? You telling me that car ain't finna be, blowed up by the time we get older in the future? I'm sure definitely gonna be driving a Tesla, charging their car.
Driving a Tesla.
Then we gonna be
I gotta get one. I'm tired of paying for gas. Honestly, like I'm at this point where I'm tired of paying for gas. I'm tired of tune-ups. I'm tired of goddamn oil changes. My tires this, my tires that. Like with Tesla itself, they take care of you. Like if you got an issue with the car, they coming to you. Like it's just a smooth process. You ain't gotta worry about no oil changes. You ain't gotta worry about none of that because they don't take gas. Just plug it up, get it done, get it out the way. Like go to work, come home. From
gas went up to $4. It won't go nowhere.
I be like, man, I've been waiting on it to drop back down to like $2.50.
And it's like it just keep going up and up. Like at first it was $3, then it was $3.12, then I went to the store with $3.18, now $3.20. Like,
and I used to go to
I'm gonna ride a bike.
I used to drive. It wouldn't matter where I'd be somewhere in DIP, but I know that the Overlook and University Shells gas station is 24 hours, and it always had the lowest gas in the city. Nah, it ain't no more.
Walmart actually lower than that one though. I picked it up. Yeah, Walmart was like $3.03.
I gotta just go ahead and give me a little gas saver car with Walmart and Murphy's. Murphy's be having some cheap. Raceway. I keep calling it Murphy. I don't know. I be tripping. Raceway. They be having some cheap little gas too. So I probably just go ahead and give me a gas saver car with them because Shells, they going up. Like every location, they going up. And I just be so disappointed going Overlook. I'm like, you failed me. I used to have the lowest gas in the city, and now it's just the same like everybody else, $3.18. And then I use my little 5 cent off, and it's like, okay, $3.13. Like this ain't nothing, man. So like, what are the myths? We have some viewer questions, and one of the viewer questions is like, what are the myths of skincare? So what's one of the biggest myths that you heard about skincare?
Black people don't gotta wear sunscreen. That's a lie.
That's definitely a lie.
Toothpaste clear up acne.
That's definitely a lie.
Lemon juice clears up acne.
I know.
You gonna strip your skin. Dang. Please do not do that. Do not put those products on your skin. Like, no.
Explain the hazards, because I know people think that toothpaste dries up the pimple, and it actually don't dry up the pimple.
It dries out probably the bacteria out the pimple, but it's literally still stripping your skin. And it's like the chemicals they put in toothpaste is definitely too strong for our skin. The skin is like the softest thing. Like,
what about that fluoride? That fluoride really be like messing up the skin. Is that what it is?
Definitely.
I figured.
Definitely.
Okay. I feel like that. Probably the main ingredient, because I'm like, wait a minute, fluoride is really not even something we supposed to be putting in mouth.
Right, then they say black people don't supposed to wear sunscreen, but people don't understand that's really not wearing sunscreen is really the main cause of dark spots and hyperpigmentation and all that. If you wear sunscreen, I'm telling you, you're gonna have no problem. I wear sunscreen every day.
At Club 4, they have they have like tanning booths and stuff, but they got one that's called the infrared room. And they say that like black people can go in there and get like tannins and stuff.
Tanning?
But it's supposed to do something like increase the ATP and some other stuff like the skin and stuff like that.
I don't recommend a tanning.
I ain't recommend it either, but I wanted to see your take on it because I ain't never heard of no black person going in those. Like they be like, oh yeah, black people. Like they were training me or whatever, and they was like, yeah, black people can use this tanning, but not the other ones. And I was like, what? They was like, yeah. And I was reading through it.
I just feel like that would mess up the skin cells. Like, no,
like they be going in there to use it, and they like, "Hey, can I get that from Red Room? 12 minutes." And I'm like, "What? Yeah, I got
they must don't know black don't crack. We don't
need that.
We don't need that."
And not to sound prejudice or anything, but like every white person that come in there that gets tan, you can tell that they get tan. Like it's a difference on their skin. You have like these. I don't know, y'all. It just don't look good. Like it don't look that healthy, especially for somebody black to be going down. We don't even supposed to be going and not getting that stuff going. Like I don't know. So explain like the different routines, the products that people think that are good for them but are not good for them. Like another myth about facials and stuff like that.
There's different type of skincare products.
Yeah, like maybe like face masks or something, or a brand of a certain, you know.
The blackhead, I would say the blackhead scripts people be putting on their nose and getting out of Walmart.
Oh, yeah, no, I tried them. It didn't do nothing but it made me look worse.
I would say the clean and clear daily things supposed to be having with the beads in it.
Oh yeah, them little exfoliation beads.
Yeah, like that's just too much for the skin. It was script. I would say foam and cleanser washes. Like no.
Oh, that's count.
What they be using? The black soap. The black soap everybody be using.
If it's black, it's not real black soap. Like
if it's a bar soap, you shouldn't be putting no bar soap on your skin
too.
anyway. Like that scripts the skin and dries the skin out so bad.
Too, for sure. But definitely don't be using nothing that's actually black on your body everywhere else, because that's not the real black soap. It's brown and it's rocky. Like you got little sediments and stuff in it. Okay, so we got another viewer question. What are the different skin types, and like what was mine again? I had a combination. I had a combination. And describe that. Like, what is that again?
Combination is basically when you oil in a T-zone area, and then in the other areas you is dry.
Okay. So what are the other skin types that people might have?
It's oily, dry skin, normal skin, and then combination skin.
Okay, so oily, dry, and then combination, which is basically a mixture.
And normal, right.
So what's normal? Would that be somebody that's typically has like an okay skin, they don't have to really do too much with their routine?
No, a normal skincare is like basically you're not too much on the dry area, you're not too much on the oily area. You know, your skin is just like the right pH.
I was just gonna compare it to the pH balance. Okay, babe. So it's a 7.
Right.
Boom. Okay. So another viewer question, how do you determine what your skin type is? So how do you know if you might just, sometimes in the morning I'll wake up, my face like super oily, and some mornings I don't. So
as an esthetician, being an esthetician, you can see how your skincare is if you analyze your skin under like a LED, not a LED light, but like a bright light. And you can see the veins beneath your skincare, but I know people ain't doing it. So I'm gonna tell you like basically, everybody ain't gonna understand it, but that's esthetician wise. But like basically just when you wake up in the morning, how do your skincare be? Like when you go out in the world and do your routines or whatever, how your skincare be. At nighttime, how your skincare be. So just like throughout the day, basically.
Sounds good. Another question, viewer question is, what should you do when you have an oily skin?
Oily skin, I would say for my oily skin clients to make sure you cleanse every morning and every nighttime, and make sure you mask at least twice a week to kind of dry out that oiliness so it can, stay on the correct pH balance.
So what's a good mask that people can use? I know it's some ones out there that's not the best. I done been through a couple of them that kind of just did me bad. So what are some good face masks that people can use with oily skin?
I would say Indian healing clay. That's a good mask for oily skin though, not for dry skin, but oily skin. And I would also say it's a brand called Skin Script. Skin Script, yeah. I would say them 2 brands. And Dermalogical is a good brand too as well for a mask.
Of course. They gotta have some good stuff. Your name Dermalogical. I'm just gonna say it's false advertising if it ain't. Another viewer question is, what should you do if you have drier skin? So what's like a good product or something they should use if they have a drier skin?
Definitely get a more hydrating cleanser. So I know it's one cleanser. I do not know the name of it honestly. But it's one hydrating cleanser that I always send my clients who have dry skin that you can get out Ulta Beauty. And also another more hydrating skincare is with Dermalogical as well. Them be the two main skincare lines. I always send my clients too.
Another viewer question, what should your morning routine be different from your evening routine? And just kind of like differentiate for oily skin and dry skin.
Right. Like your morning routine is to prevent and to protect, while your night your evening routine is basically to just repair and correct. So like the switch ups, I would just say like probably sunscreen, and like in the morning time, cleanse, moisturize, and put on some vitamin C, to protect your skin and stuff.
I like that. Okay, so with everything that's you got going on right now, what would you want to tell somebody that's looking up to what you do right now, what's some advice you could give someone?
Or like to want to like start a business or just coming up.
Yeah, any advice you might want to give them overall, daily, like base to base,
Yeah, I would just say really just like stay dedicated, and you got to have hard work ethic. Like people be sometimes be saying like I pray for this, I pray for that, but like that's not how God work. Like you got to actually put some footwork behind it.
Right.
Like you can't just be lazy. Like you gotta do something every day. Like if you want something to happen, you gotta do something every day to work towards it. Like you gotta be very like firm on your goals. You got to be very firm on being self-disciplined. Like, you got to be very firm on like, sometimes you got to make sacrifices. Like, okay, I can't go out, this weekend. I got to stay locked in, do what I got to do with my business. So get to where I got to be. So I was just say, stay down till you come up, really. We ain't living for the media. We doing stuff, to try to break generation curses.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Try to be providers for our family.
Right.
So
she just said something. Like earful. Y'all hope y'all heard that. Now you can just be lying, That's real. Faith without work ain't gonna get nothing done. Like you just keep
you gotta put some footwork in. Like you can't just be laying in your bed. God, please let this business start for me.
Yeah,
like okay, no. I'm gonna make it happen for you, but what is you doing? Teamwork make the dream work.
They gonna drop the business in your lap and you gonna flop because you ain't put no work in. Now you're gonna be like, God, is this what I really needed? Yeah, but what else can you what you gonna do?
Go after what you believe in.
Gotta put that work in. Well, thank you for coming onto the show. Definitely gonna have you back on again because this is nice. I really like this.
Yes, thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
Anytime.
I really enjoyed it.
Got Donquel on here. I'm gonna say it one more time. Donquel on here today. Okay, she just dropped in with us. She gave y'all a big face. Like a lot of y'all could probably really get some from this. Whether you do facials or whatever you do, you can have any type of business going on. Everything she just said, everything we kind of talked about. Plus a lot of things on day-to-day basis for life in general. So I thank you guys for tapping in and checking us out. Make sure y'all stay tuned. And that's it.